The world spins faster than ever. Technology bombards us with information. Our days are filled with endless tasks and distractions. It's easy to feel lost, overwhelmed, and disconnected. In these times of turmoil, the teachings of the Buddha offer a beacon of hope and a path to lasting peace. Though spoken centuries ago, these ancient truths remain surprisingly relevant in the 21st century. Buddhism is not a religion of blind faith. It is a practical guide to understanding ourselves and the world around us. At its heart lies a simple yet profound message. Suffering exists, but it is not inevitable. By understanding the causes of suffering, we can find true happiness and liberation. The Buddha taught that the key to this liberation lies within each of us. We all have the potential for awakening, for understanding our true nature, and for living with more peace, joy, and compassion. This journey begins with a single step, a moment of mindfulness, a kind gesture. Join us as we explore the wisdom of the Buddha and discover how it can help us navigate the complexities of modern life, cultivate inner peace, and create a more compassionate and connected world. Born into a life of privilege, Prince Siddhartha Gautama had it all: wealth, status, and a loving family. Yet he felt a deep sense of unease. He sensed that true happiness lay beyond the walls of his palace. Venturing out into the world, Siddhartha encountered suffering in its many forms: old age, sickness, and death. These encounters shook him to his core. He realized the impermanence of all things and the universality of suffering. Determined to find a way out of this suffering, Siddhartha renounced his princely life and embarked on a spiritual quest. He studied with renowned teachers, practiced extreme asceticism, but still he did not find the answers he sought. Finally, after meditating under a Bodhi tree for 49 days, Siddhartha experienced a profound awakening. He realized the true nature of reality and became known as the Buddha, the Awakened One. He spent the rest of his life sharing his insights and guiding others towards liberation from suffering. The foundation of the Buddha's teachings rests upon the Four Noble Truths. These truths provide a framework for understanding the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation. They are not meant to be believed blindly, but rather investigated and experienced directly. The truth of suffering, or dukkha life, inevitably involves suffering. From physical pain to emotional distress, from the disappointment of unfulfilled desires to the fear of loss, suffering is a part of the human condition. The truth of the cause of suffering, or samudaya. Our suffering arises from attachment, aversion, and ignorance. We cling to things that are impermanent, push away what we dislike, and remain blind to the true nature of reality. The truth of the cessation of suffering, or nirodha suffering, can cease. By uprooting its causes, attachment, aversion, and ignorance, we can experience true liberation. The truth of the path to the cessation of suffering, or magga. The path to liberation is the Eightfold Path, a set of principles that cultivate wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Section 4. Navigating Life's Path, the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is not a linear set of steps, but rather an interconnected set of principles that support and reinforce each other. It's a way of life that leads to greater wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. Right understanding, cultivating a deep understanding of the Four Noble Truths and the nature of reality. Right thought, transforming our thoughts to be rooted in kindness, compassion, and wisdom. Right speech, speaking in ways that are truthful, kind, and beneficial to ourselves and others. Right action, engaging in actions that are ethical, skillful, and conducive to harmony. Right livelihood, earning a living in a way that does not harm ourselves or others. Right effort, cultivating wholesome qualities and abandoning unwholesome ones. Right mindfulness, paying attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and non-judgment. Right concentration, developing focused attention and mental clarity through meditation. By practicing the Eightfold Path, we gradually weaken the grip of greed, hatred, and delusion, paving the way for greater peace and happiness in our lives. Section 5. Beyond the Self, the Five Skandhas and the Illusion of Separation. One of the most profound teachings of the Buddha is the concept of anatta, or non-self. This doesn't mean that we don't exist, but rather that our sense of self, of being a separate, independent entity, is an illusion. The Buddha taught that what we perceive as ourself is actually a composite of 5 aggregates, known as the 5 skandhas: form, or rupa, our physical body and senses. Sensations or Vedana, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral feelings we experience. Perceptions or Sana, mental recognition of sensory data. Mental formations or Sankara, thoughts, emotions, and volitional impulses. Consciousness or Vijnana, awareness of objects and experiences. Understanding the five skandhas helps us see through the illusion of a separate self. We begin to recognize that everything is impermanent and interconnected, constantly changing and flowing. Section 6. Cultivating Wisdom and Compassion, the Five Wonderful Practices. To live a truly meaningful and fulfilling life, the Buddha emphasized the cultivation of five essential qualities, known as the Five Wonderful Practices, generosity or dana, cultivating a spirit of giving, sharing our time, resources, and kindness with others. Ethical conduct or sila, living in accordance with ethical principles, abstaining from harming ourselves and others. Patience or khanti, developing patience and tolerance in the face of difficulties and challenges. Diligence or virya, cultivating a joyful effort in our practice and in our daily lives. Concentration or samadhi, training the mind through meditation to develop focus, clarity, and tranquility. By embodying these qualities, we transform ourselves and the world around us, creating a more compassionate and harmonious society. Section 7. Living Buddha's Teachings, Mindfulness, Simplicity, and Interconnectedness. The Buddha's teachings are not meant to be confined to monasteries or meditation halls. They offer practical wisdom that we can apply in our everyday lives. Here are a few ways we can bring the spirit of Buddhism into the 21st century. Mindfulness. Practice mindfulness in daily activities. Pay attention to your breath, your body, and your senses. Be fully present in each moment without judgment. Simplicity. Let go of unnecessary possessions and desires. Embrace a simpler, more sustainable lifestyle. Focus on what truly matters: connection, compassion, and inner peace. Interconnectedness. Recognize the interconnectedness of all beings. Cultivate compassion and understanding for all forms of life. Act with awareness of the impact our choices have on others and the planet. By embracing the Buddha's teachings, we can transform our lives and create a more just, compassionate, and sustainable world for all. The path to awakening is open to everyone. Take the first step today.